Indonesians are looking forward to getting a preview next week of one of their country's.
印尼将在17号会有新首都，地点在努山塔拉。不过迁都典礼已经迫在。
Menjelang upacara tanggal 17 Agustus pembangunan ibu kota Nusantara di Pulau Kalimantan telah menjadi topik yang trending di berbagai media internasional. Proyek ambisius ini menarik perhatian dunia karena Indonesia berencana memindahkan pusat pemerintahan dari Jakarta ke lokasi baru di Pulau Kalimantan. Banyak media asing seperti Jepang, Malaysia, India, Taiwan yang menyoroti aspek-aspek strategis dari pemindahan ini, termasuk dampaknya terhadap ekonomi, lingkungan, dan politik regional. Selain itu, perhatian juga tertuju pada desain futuristik IKN dan bagaimana rencana ini akan mengatasi masalah kepadatan di Jakarta. Pembangunan IKN diharapkan membawa Indonesia menuju era baru, menjadikannya simbol kemajuan dan modernisasi yang menggema di panggung internasional. Hari ini tanggal 11 Agustus Presiden, Wakil Presiden, dan para menteri saat ini sedang menuju ke IKN. Besok akan dilakukan groundbreaking ke-7 dan sidang kabinet untuk pertama kalinya.
Indonesians are looking forward to getting a preview next week of one of their country's biggest ever construction jobs, the relocation of their capital. The mega project will shift the functions of Jakarta to a brand new city. Workers are racing to complete key infrastructure ahead of Independence Day.
Presiden Indonesia Joko Widodo telah menamakan bangunan pejabat presiden di Ibu Kota Nusantara IKN, Penajam Pasir Utara PPU sebagai Istana Garuda. Manakala Istana Presiden di IKN akan dikenali sebagai Istana Negara.
将在17号会有新首都，地点在努山塔拉。不过迁都典礼已经迫在眉睫，各项建设却还在赶工当中。除了总统府之外，其他还有一系列未完工的建筑，所以现在看起来仍然是一个巨大的建筑工地。
巨大的基地，这里是印尼新首都努山塔拉，各项基础建设都正在赶工，希望能赶上在8月17号印尼独立纪念日的预定开幕式。
Kita ini tidak sedang ricuh, rusuh, ngebut ya, ugal-ugalan karena perintah Pak Presiden saya dengar berkali-kali. Jangan sampai hanya mengejar 17 Oktober itu konstruksinya tidak baik. Termasuk tadi soal bandara ya, safety first ya. Jangan sampai mengorbankan keselamatan hanya demi kecepatan.
原本位于婆罗洲丛林中的努山塔拉，从2022年8月开始施工，力拼2年内完成第一阶段工程。这对城市设计师、承包商乃至于第一线工人都造成庞大压力。
Ini sekarang ini masih terus dengan teknologi modifikasi cuaca, 24 jam. 4 pesawat, 1 di Balikpapan, 2 di Samarinda.
从高处眺望努山塔拉，可见拔地而起的一栋栋大楼，但一下雨还没铺柏油的工地道路，就会瞬间成泥泞，导致大塞车。天气不稳定，若雨太大，就得暂时停工。
We prepare the office of President, the palace, and also the office for the coordinating minister, about 16 building.
工人日夜加班，努山塔拉宛如不夜城。 属于工程第一阶段的政府中心占地约6600公顷，至于整座努山塔拉则为256000公顷，是雅加达面积的4倍大。其中25%的土地将作为建地，其余则保留为森林。 除了外形为印尼神鹰的总统府，还有部长、秘书长和内阁秘书处的办公室，36栋部长官邸、足球场、医院、饭店和购物中心等。第一阶段目标是在2年内完工，因此从施工日那天就不断和时间赛跑。能否如期完工，各界拭目以待。
Our next story comes from Jakarta, the capital of Indonesia, at least for now. Why do we say this? Because Jakarta is running out of space and it is sinking. So the outgoing president, Joko Widodo, has proposed an ambitious plan. He wants to change the capital of his country to Nusantara. It's a forested region. More than 1,000 kilometers away from Jakarta, Indonesia is turning it into a planned city at the cost of $33 billion. This plan was announced in 2019. Since then, the progress has been painfully slow. the city is only about 15% ready. But the president remains undeterred. He started working from Nusantara instead of Jakarta in a brand new presidential palace that is still under construction. How unusual is the president's bid? What does it take to build a new capital, and has it been done before? Here's a report.
Imagine that you're the president of a country. Where would you like to work from? Possibly a fancy office in the capital city. But what about an under-construction building? How about 1,000 kilometers away from the country's capital? As absurd as it sounds, that's exactly what Joko Widodo is doing. He is the outgoing president of Indonesia. He's spending his remaining time in office in a new city, in a brand new presidential palace which is not fully complete yet.
Today I have started receiving officials for meetings here in the president's office, but I cannot take you to see the meeting because there are still a lot of workers around, so we don't want to disturb them.
That's quite the working environment. And what's behind this self-inflicted torture? Right now, Jakarta is the capital of Indonesia. Since the country's independence, it has expanded from less than 1 million people to about 30 million people. It's running out of space. There are traffic problems and toxic levels of pollution. On top of this, Jakarta is sinking. There are too many residents and they are draining the groundwater. Plus, thanks to climate change, seawater levels are rising. So in 2019, President Widodo announced an audacious plan. He wanted to change the capital of Indonesia. And his pick was this, Nusantara. The city is located in Kalimantan on the island of Borneo. Nusantara is about 1,200 kilometers from Jakarta. Kalimantan is 4 times bigger than Java. Shifting capitals is an ambitious plan and an expensive one. It will cost Indonesia $33 billion. Widodo doesn't have that kind of money. The state is shouldering 20% of the cost, and for the rest, he's relying on private investments. He has signed a presidential regulation to grant investors land rights in Nusantara. He is also working out of the would-be capital in the hopes that investors support the project. But the inflow of money has been slow, and so has the progress. Construction is moving at a snail's pace. Deadlines have been missed repeatedly. Top officials looking over the project have resigned unexpectedly. But the president is undeterred.
This is a massive project. With a timeline of 15 to 20 years, this isn't a 1 to 2 year project. A lot of people think we're chasing deadlines. No, we're doing this according to what progress is there, and according to plans and the stages we've set.
On August 17th, Nusantara will hold its first ever Indonesia Independence Day. It's expected to be the official transfer of the capital city. And on October 20th, President-elect Prabowo Subianto will be sworn into office. At least that's the plan. Nusantara will only be 15% complete by Independence Day. The whole city is expected to be complete by 2045. What Indonesia is doing is unusual but not unheard of. In 2005, Naypyidaw replaced Yangon as the capital of Myanmar. In 1960, Brasilia replaced Rio de Janeiro as capital of Brazil. So it has been done before. But it remains to be seen when the new capital will be relocated officially. For now, the sinking Jakarta remains the capital of Indonesia.
Di belakang saya itu yang Garuda, itu adalah kantor presiden yang namanya sekarang Istana Garuda. Yang di depannya adalah Istana Presiden yang namanya sekarang adalah Istana Negara. Dan yang di depan kita ini adalah lapangan upacara yang disiapkan untuk 17 Agustus. Bisa kelihatan, ini sudah Pak Tugas yang bertanggung jawab terhadap upacara sudah siap-siap untuk menyiapkan kegiatan 17 Agustus yang akan datang. Gitu. Jadi progresnya tadi ditanyakan sudah 95% lebih. Ya. Di dalam, di bagian dalam itu sedang finishing interior, ya, perapihan, kemudian penanaman dan sebagainya. Sedang pengujian semua fungsi-fungsi listrik, internet, AC dan sebagainya sedang berjalan. Sehingga insya Allah siap digunakan nanti untuk acara 17 Agustus.